Chester fans have been whistling the theme tune to The Great Escape. But rather like the film, it was a sad ending. Mick Channon was at the Diva.
The brightest of days with a markedly darker prospect as Chester City's loyal supporters flooded into the Diva Stadium for a relegation showdown with playoff-bound Peterborough United. Terry Smith and Ian Atkins were keen to get on with business, hoping that they would not receive a dreaded call from the conference at the end of the day.
Carlisle, they're going down.
That's it. Carlisle are definitely going down.
Very nervous. It's sad also that you have to expect someone else to go down so close to you.
City's task was a simple one. A win would ensure their survival above Shrewsbury, whereas Brighton-bound Carlisle, ahead only on goal difference, were also looking over their shoulders. And posh boss Barry Fry was also keen to give his prediction on the big match.
7-7.
Here we go, fellas! Our day, man, here we go! Let's go, let's go!
After a week of nerve-jangling expectancy, the match finally arrived. Few were predicting an entertaining affair, and the Chester bench were no exception. Indeed, the result was the only concern of manager Ian Atkins. Understandably, United played with greater confidence, a trademark always associated with Barry Fry's teams. And in the early exchanges, the superb Wayne Brown made a cracking stop from Gareth Jellyman's looping effort. City were limited to a succession of half chances, probably the best of them falling to Tony Hemmings, who could only snatch his shot from a promising position. On 35 minutes at the Withdean, Brighton plunged Carlisle into crisis as Andy Crosby planted a firm header home. This sparked celebration at the Diva. Chester would survive if the scores remain the same. That the highlight of a scrappy first half. Into the second, and the endeavour of player of the season Luke Beckett threatened to bring rewards. But on the hour mark, some 250 miles away at Exeter, Shrewsbury's Mickey Brown rose to challenge keeper Danny Potter, who obliged the Shrews with an own goal. 2 minutes later, super sub Brown rose to head home at the far post, at this stage taking Town out of the drop zone and putting Carlisle well and truly in it. Disaster then struck for Chester at the Diva as Richie Hanlon was allowed time to fire a 25-yarder into the corner of Brown's net. As it stood, the conference loomed large. City then threw caution to the wind, only to find Mark Tyler in fine form to deny Hemmings. And with Exeter pulling a goal back against Shrewsbury, it gave hope to all at the Diva that they might still be saved. After narrowly hitting the crossbar with this effort, however, celebrations continued. Rumours abounding of an Exeter equaliser to condemn Shrewsbury to the drop. Such rumours, however, were to prove unfounded. As the final whistle blew, there was widespread confusion as to the fate of Chester City Football Club. Gradually, however, it became clear that the worst had happened. Shrewsbury's win at Exeter and Carlisle's superior goal difference meant Chester's 69-year tenure in league football had come to an end.
With 25 minutes to play, we actually were ahead of Shrewsbury and Carlisle, and then Shrewsbury scores 2 and we give 1 up, and suddenly we're behind both of them. But at the same time, I really think the conference is a tremendous league, and I think that there's a lot of really good teams in it, and I think what's the difficulty of the conference is the fact that only one comes up, and I think that's why there's a logjam of really good teams trying to get out of it. We'll just have to tighten up our belts and roll up our sleeves and just work harder and find a way to bounce back from this.
Desperately sad. It makes you wonder whether the fans feel it more than the owner there.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of history there. Fans and new owner, American.
Nice. Just for the record, Alex, Liverpool